the exact moment of your life where you want to use gratitude to get yourself out of a state that you don't want to be in is the exact moment where you shouldn't be using it. And the reason for that is that if you have a gratitude wound, which you're going to have if you've ever been told to just shut up and be grateful, or if you absorb that from culture and videos and you just try to do that, if you've ever done that, you probably know it doesn't feel too good. And the reason for that is that it's actually harmful, and it actually is suppressing the way that your nervous system works, and it is not the way that gratitude works, because gratitude is actually an emotion that fully and completely arises on its own, and it cannot be forced. So, if gratitude isn't what you want to do in this moment, but you do want to get to a better place, what should you do instead? Hi, my name is Dr. Arian Wine. I am a cognitive scientist, and I teach you how to see into your subconscious and heal it. And we are healing the gratitude wound. So, let's go to this moment. Here you are. You want to get out of a state. So, what is the state you want to get out of? It's probably something like poverty, stress, fear, or you're trying to get to a place that you should just be in because there are just good things that happen in this world, and you want those good things to happen to you too. You want your husband, you want your ice cream, and you want the world to stop being a shitty place. How hard is that? Okay, well, whatever it is that's on your bingo card, I want you to know that forcing yourself to feel gratitude isn't going to help. And if you want to know more about that, go watch video 1. But here we are in video 2, and here's what you're going to do instead. So, my lovely friends, the solution in this moment, where you are in a situation you want to get out of, and your mind is reaching around, what should I do? How do I get out of this moment? What you want to do instead of feeling gratitude is boundaries. You want, instead of feeling gratitude, to feel how you authentically feel in this moment. Bring out your inner teenager. How does your inner teenager feel? Let yourself be pissed. Let yourself be sad. Let yourself scream to the universe, I don't like this. Because here's the truth. If you want to get out of a situation, it's probably not a good one. And if you really are trying to get out of a situation that's for your own highest good and you need to learn a lesson, guess what? The universe is definitely going to keep you there until you learn it. So either way, stop pretending that you want things to just be how they are and you just want to be so happy about it. And instead, let yourself feel how you authentically feel. If it feels like shit, let yourself feel like shit. If it makes you angry, let yourself be angry. If it makes you want to shut up, then go within and feel that. Feel into it. Because here's what you're going to do with what you feel, no matter what it is that you feel, is you are going to learn what you actually want. You're never going to learn what you actually want just striving for things and then trying to force yourself to feel this way and that way. You're only going to learn what you actually want by letting yourself emotionally express what you feel. Just to yourself for information. I'm not saying go rip up somebody else's life. I'm saying let yourself cry in the car. And while you're sobbing it out, listen to the emotion and listen to the words coming out of your mouth. I don't want this. I hate that. It's not supposed to be like this. This is how it's supposed to be. Let it all come out of you. And on the other side, dry your tears. You shake it off. You look at what you wrote in the journal, whatever. And you're going to say, bet. Okay. Okay, you're going to do what maybe life never allowed you to have done before, which is you're going to listen to your inner teenager, whatever version of yourself is crying, and you're going to make adjustments, real adjustments in your life accordingly. For real. You're going to learn where your boundaries are. That's what boundaries are. And our culture does everything it can to prevent us from having boundaries. And especially one thing it does to prevent us from having boundaries is it disrupts our natural teenage years where we are supposed to use our naturally arising emotions that come as a consequence of experiencing this world and seeing what's wrong in it to tell society what is wrong and to create our own boundaries and learn who we are. And if you were deprived of that experience, like I was, and like the entire Western culture tries to create for us all, then you probably have a wounded inner teenager who needs to be listened to anyway. But the point is, you know what's going to heal your inner teenager and heal this part of your life too? Is listening to it and actually making changes accordingly. Because our real teenage selves, what needed to happen is society needed to hear us say what was wrong and to make changes accordingly. The adults in our life should have listened to us say what is wrong and make changes accordingly. And that trust of knowing that the changes will be made accordingly is what grows you into an adult in a society that you want to be a part of. So now you're going to have to go back and reparent yourself and listen to your inner teenager and make changes accordingly. Maybe you have to have an ego death. Maybe you have to be like, oh, I've never done that before. Panic, freak out. Good. Oh shit, did you just get a new item on your to-do list? Did you actually just get something that you can do to bring yourself out of stress, out of fear, out of poverty, out of negative lack mindset, out of ill health, out of the thing you're trying to get out of? Now you can use that naturally arising stress response for something, which is knowing your boundaries and doing something about them, creating your boundaries, a healthy boundary. I'm not saying I have boundaries, I'm going to go destroy something I don't like. That's not a safe, healthy adult boundary. Keep in mind, your adult is going to listen to what the teenager is saying, and the adult version of you is going to make changes accordingly, okay? So this is not permission to just take the pain that you feel and go rip something up. Although you could go one of those smash rooms. You know, I'm not saying don't deal with your emotions in a healthy way. I'm just saying, don't deal with them in an unhealthy way. Let your adult self say, okay, inner teenager, you don't want to live like this anymore. I'm going to make changes accordingly. Oh my gosh, that's it. That's what to do. That's what to do in that exact moment where you don't like where you're at, and maybe you've been trained to just be grateful. Fuck that. Don't do that. Instead, feel what you fully feel and use that as fuel to create boundaries. Because the next thing that you're going to do is you are going to use those boundaries to create change in your life. Okay? And that is how you begin healing the gratitude wound. Every single wound has two sides to healing it. One is you have to take the nasty dirt out of the wound. If you fell down and scraped your knee as a kid like I did, and you got dirt in there, and then it just sort of started healing with some granules of dirt in there, and you get the little scar, you get the scab, you get the bubble, and years later what you have to do to get the bubble out of there is you have to go back and get the dirt out. See, that's one part of healing all wounds. You got to get the dirt out. And so listening to the part of yourself that's screaming for change, or just mildly wishes for change, that's that half of healing. The other side of healing is rebuilding. And this is where knowing your boundaries is going to be key. Because you're only going to be able to build when you know who you are and what you want from the authentic place of your authentic emotions. And speaking of authentic emotions, didn't you want gratitude to be one? How are you going to let yourself feel authentic gratitude if you let yourself feel authentic anger, authentic pain? You know, you can't force an orgasm. It has to just arise naturally. Maybe I'm just speaking to my ladies here, but you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? Let yourself feel it all and do something with the authentic information, all right? So the next video and the final video in this series, I'm going to show you the wholeness side of healing your gratitude wound. I'm going to show you what to actually do to bring yourself into the healthy state, into the wholeness state, where gratitude will naturally arise within yourself, and you can use this extremely powerful emotion for whatever you want, but hopefully just enjoying everyday life and manifesting the life of your dreams. And you're going to be manifesting that life of your dreams with your whole self. All right? So leave some energy in the comments. Talk about what this point in the journey means for you. I think I just spent quite a bit of time telling you what it means for me, and it's so wonderful. It's so liberating, and I'm so thankful that you are here on the journey with me. All right? Subscribe to the channel. Join me for the next video in the series where we are going to complete our journey of healing the gratitude wound. I'll see you there.